And well, let's get started. Hey horrifics, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. If this is the first time here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get notification every single time that I post a video, and I post every single week. As you can see from the title, today, finally, it's going to be my review with spoilers of Terrifier 2. This film came out on October 6th on movie theaters and is now available to stream on Screambox. I was really excited to see this film. It took me a while, but finally I was able to see it. Now, as always, all my reviews are with spoilers. If you don't want them, just to see if this was worth it or not, on the description box down below, there you're going to find my spoiler-free review, because I like to give you guys the two options. So giving that little token disclaimer ahead, let's get into the video. Now, Terrifier 2 follows after being resurrected by a sinister entity. Art the Clown returns to the timid town of Miles County, where he targets a teenage girl and her younger brother on Halloween night. Now, I remember when I saw Terrifier on Netflix. That was back in 2018. I didn't saw it right away that it came out. I remember watching it during Halloween season on Netflix. Unfortunately, it's no longer on Netflix. And I was really impressed with a film with such a low budget, and it looks like it, but that's kind of the purpose, being good. And I love it, Art the Clown. But I didn't knew that another films with him, like All Hallows Eve, even existed, and All Hallows Eve came out in 2013. That one and the second one are available to stream on Amazon Prime Video in case that you haven't watched them. So I decided to watch those after watching Terrifier, and I was really, like I said, once again impressed with the character. I have rewatched Terrifier a few times. It has become a favorite of mine, to be honest. It's a film that I can rewatch. It's not a hard watch, like it's not, but definitely it's very creative. I think that we can all agree that there's a specific scene that includes someone being upside down. Whew, that gives me chills. Like, honestly, the first time I saw that, I felt that. Of course, I can put on even a picture or a video or a clip of that scene, because most likely this video will be taken down because it's very graphic. But if you watch the film, you know. But I am hoping that if you're watching this, is because you saw Terrifier 2, and of course, you already saw the first one. Now, to give a brief summary of this 2.5 hours movie, because it's long, it's very long compared to the first one, and it's just 1.5 hours. This one, it starts right away when the first one ended, with Art the Clown being resurrected. He kills the person that is with him on the morgue. He goes to this laundry place and he sees this girl that is dressed as a clown, but it's his imagination, and he kills another person. Then we jump a year later and we have the main character that is going to be Sienna and her younger brother. And the younger brother, he wants to dress as Art the Clown for Halloween. Of course, she's not like happy about that, and the mother also is not. Like, I didn't like her character. That mother, I don't know, it was just something that I just didn't like her. Now Sienna is getting ready for Halloween. She's doing her own costume. She's doing some huge wings, but she starts to having some nightmares. This is a TV sequence that happens very quickly on the film, and being honest, it's a very good sequence. And she's having some nightmares after her brother was talking about Art the Clown. And she wakes up and her wings are on fire because there are some candles that were underneath the wings, and they basically got burned, all of it, and part of her room. Thankfully, not her whole house. She's forced to buy some cheap wings on a costume store, and when she's on the store, Art the Clown is also on the store. And this scene, I have seen it quite a few times being shared on Twitter, so maybe you watched the clip before even watching the film. That happened to me, although I tried my best to not get any spoilers. I didn't, but I did saw this scene. Like, it was just a clip, so I was like, you know what, this is no harm. It's just an interaction of Art the Clown with Sienna. Art the Clown basically kills Sienna's friend and other people throughout the way, until he gets to the brother and her, and of course we have the final encounter. And basically, she kills him. But I'm going to say this because Terrifier 3 is happening, and we know that one way or another, he is coming back. So for now, Sienna won, and that's it. So it's 2 hours and a half of that. But it's very creative. Now, in case that you have been living under a rock and you didn't hear any of this film made people faint, vomit, and leave the theaters. Now, this is the type of marketing that you could be seeing of any other film, but it's not real. But in the case of this, it was real, and that remind me, of course, maybe you can see it completely, but I have a Exorcist t-shirt. Because, of course, we know the impact that this film had, and happened the same thing and even worse. But this was no marketing. Like, people were really getting sick on the theaters. And the impact was so big that this film has grossed $10.3 million at the box office. A low-budget horror film. In just a matter of weeks. This was supposed to be like a limited release, and it has been... Still, it is on some theaters, and it's even going to be released in Mexico. I am pissed that it's not being released in Puerto Rico because I really wanted to see it in theaters, but at least I was able to watch it eventually on thanks to streaming services. Now, on the things that I like, it's very creative. Like I said, for me, nothing will ever top that scene that I was talking earlier, that I felt that in my soul, and it's definitely... It's unforgettable, being honest. It's unforgettable. But still, here we have really good scenes. The gore, I believe that all the budget went just on the gore and all the blood that they needed for this. The makeup department did a pretty good job because you know that it's a low budget film, although this one has a higher budget than the first one. But still, they're low budget. And you know it. To see it on the practical effects, but works. Like, it doesn't really bother. So I really believe that it's a very good thing. And also we have Sienna. I think that her character was very badass. Like, compared to the first one, that actually she appears, the survivor of the first film, she appears, and actually she is shown on a post-credit scene that it was weird. So that would be like the official connection of Art the Clown returning, but it was very, very weird, that scene. Maybe if you didn't know, now you know that this film had a post-credit scene. Now, Sienna is a very badass character. I think that the actress did an amazing job. I loved her. I love the whole costume that she does for Halloween. Like, it's a difficult thing to do, but I would love to wear that costume because it looks awesome. Like, it looks awesome. So who knows? I have a year to think about that, to maybe do her character as a Halloween costume. Now, on the things that I dislike it, because for me this film is not perfect, that is way too long. Now, I get that they decided to do it longer than the first one because most of the criticism on the first one it's that it's short, and that affected the development of the story in that it felt like it was way too rushed. In my opinion, a little bit, but not that much. So it wouldn't come as a surprise, of course, that they decided to make a longer film, but still, 2 hours and a half. I think that was a little bit excessive because at some points it kind of drags and it feels a little bit boring, just for seconds. Like, it's not that much, but still, the film serves the purpose of entertainment. That at the end, that's the main goal, being honest. But what really saved this film is definitely Art the Clown and Sienna's character, because they are the difference between a good film and just a gore fest, like, for example, Halloween Kills, that is just killing, and evil dies tonight. Well, here we have some characters that they save the day, and they're interested enough and good enough for you to be wanting to watch the film until the very end. So for me, that's a very good thing. So like I said, for me, the only thing that I dislike it is the fact that it feels way long. They could have made it a little bit shorter, but still doesn't really bother me that much. Good characters, good new characters. We have a very creative ways of die. Like, these people, they get really creative. So for me, this film, it's a 3.5 out of 5 or a 7.5 out of 10. I don't believe that the film is excellent. I do believe that it's a little bit better than the first one, definitely. But I prefer that scene of the first one. Because, like I said, That's unforgettable. It's going to be difficult to top that. But definitely, I believe that Terrifier 2 is a little bit better than the first one, but still, they're both pretty good. So I think that they deserve the chance. If this film was way overhyped, maybe just a little bit, maybe just a bit, but it happens. That's something that happens, and we can blame people if they really got sick. Like, at least I didn't. The only film that ever got me like feeling sick and I had to like turn away, not look, and like pause the film was Cannibal Holocaust. That watching the film was hard. Like, I watched it, I finished it, but trust me when I tell you, I don't want to watch that again. Seriously, if I ever have to watch it, it has to be a very good reason, because seriously, it was hard. That was years ago, but still, it was very hard for me to watch. But for this one, I think that was okay. Like, I can see why people that are really weak on that point can get sick, but at least me, that we have, if you are a fan of gory things, probably you have seen it worse than this, so maybe you didn't got sick. At least I didn't, but at some point I was like, I am going to get sick with this, because I am seeing so many people and so many reactions that I didn't know what to expect. But definitely I had a good time. I am happy that I finally got to watch it. And I can't wait for Terrifier 3 or even maybe 4, because the creator said that he's maybe thinking of splitting between third and fourth film, because he's not sure of wanting to do a 2.5 hours film again. And if that's the case, well, that's his decision, but maybe it will be for the best. But well, I think that this is all for the review. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, the film is available to watch on Screambox. The film is coming on DVD. Definitely, I want to have that in my collection. And the first one, I need to buy it. I have never seen it on store, so I need to search online. But definitely, I want to have those on my collections. And definitely, these ones are the type of films that are a must-watch now on Halloween season. Definitely they are. So if you haven't watched Hallow's Eve, the first one and the second one, you should, because they're good. But I prefer Terrifier 1 and 2 over those, but still they're good. But well, I think that this is all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you guys on my next video. Bye.